Take two. Yes, if you happened to see my previous live video, which I did probably about 20 minutes ago, I guess I didn't hit the second live button. It's a two-step process. I hit the first one, and then when I was done, I hit the actual live button. So you got to witness me talking to myself. And fortunately, I didn't say anything bad. I just, I even whistled, and you can see how bad I whistle. I can't whistle. I try. But anyways, so, and I can't even delete it. I can't figure out how to delete it on YouTube, but I did manage to delete it on everywhere else. All right. So if you want to see it, you can go to my YouTube channel, Laugh. It's probably about a 2-minute of me like looking at my computer screen, doing my computer screen things, looking at stuff and going, ooh, and trying to whistle. All right. So why is today a special day? Today is a special day because number one, I'm in a ponytail and I'm going to work out. So that is why I'm all cashed out. I'm always cashed out though. So the big news is that Business by Design is open for enrollment, and that happens once a year. Once a year, people. So if you are wanting to create the business of your dreams, and you don't even know what that is yet, but you just want freedom and you want to make impact in the world, then James Wedmore's Business by Design is really the one-stop shop that you need to make it all happen. So I love James. You've probably heard me talk about him. I've been talking about him a lot recently. I've had him on my podcast, but he has changed my life. He's literally changed my life, taught me how to step into who I'm meant to be and how to create an online friggin' business based on what I didn't even know I wanted to do when I started with him. All I knew is that I didn't like what I was doing and I was unhappy. I didn't feel I was fulfilling my life's purpose. If you're not happy and you're not fulfilled in your day-to-day, then you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not doing what you're meant to do. And the reason you keep doing that is because you're too afraid to get out of your comfort zone and figure it out. And that was me to a T. And so I finally said, enough is enough. And I decided to figure out how to do it. So I dabbled a little bit with network marketing. And although I loved helping the women that I helped, it was fitness oriented, I really got frustrated. It wasn't my own business. I was at the whim of a company. And so I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted the freedom of doing my own thing, the freedom of really being responsible for the bottom line. I didn't think I was creative enough. I didn't think I was smart enough. I didn't think I had what it took. But those are all the voices in my head that is the ego trying to keep you safe and trying to stop you. And once I started leaning into what was below the neck and what was nudging me, that is when it all changed. And James teaches you how to do that. He teaches you how to listen to those nudges, how to step into the nudges and who you want to be and figure it out. He taught me how to make it my number one priority. And I now believe that everybody has the ability to impact the world in many ways based on their past experiences. You have knowledge, yes, skills, but more than that, because your skills might actually lead you down the wrong path. They did for me for a long time because I stayed in that corporate role, but you have wisdom. You have wisdom and you have maybe painful experiences, probably lots of positive experiences, but you bundle those all together and that's the wisdom that you have to gift the world. And so once I figured that out, and it was pretty quickly once I started Business by Design, in fact, in less than 90 days, I had a bona fide business that actually made money. And so it can happen really fast. So you just have to believe and trust the process, and you have to find somebody who believes in it more than you do initially. So I'm really excited to support James as he's doing the Business by Design launch this year. He does it once a year. It's really a popular program. It's changed lives, made a lot of millionaires. And so he only needs to launch it once a year because it does so well. But it also, what he does by doing that is he makes you make a decision. And who wants to put their life on hold and their dreams and their passion on hold for a year? That's a long time, especially when you're my age. I can tell you that when I was about to turn 60 and I signed up for Business by Design, I did not want to wait. And actually back then he did launch it twice that year, but I didn't want to wait 6 months even. I wanted to figure it out, and I made it my number one priority. And even though I was working a full-time job at the time, I made enough time to figure it out, because if you're not going to make enough time to figure it out now, then you're never going to have enough time. So this year I am an affiliate. So I'm really excited to be in his small group of people that he's accepted to help him launch his program. And so I, being a student, I'd like to say I'm an A student. So, I'm competitive in that way. But so I am really excited because I feel like I'm in a position that I can really help people. And I particularly want to help people who are later in life. And it's time. It's time for you to stop feeling frustrated with what you're doing, not feeling happy, not feeling fulfilled. Your kids are gone, probably. If you're my age, your kids are gone. And it is time for you to have birth new babies. And the first birth is your new business. And the second birth that comes right after you decide what that business is the people that you're going to help, the little birdies that you're going to help fly. Yeah, because in whatever way that is, with that wisdom that you have. So when I was thinking the affiliates for Business by Design, they come up with packages to complement really what Business by Design offers. And so when I was thinking about my package, I wanted to come up with something that I thought I could have benefited from when I started with Business by Design, because I've learned a lot in 2.5 years. And so what I thought and what has made the most difference, and I look back to see what has made the most difference in my life with my online business, and it's been 3 things. So I actually came up with a bundle that includes those 3 things. And it's completely free for anybody who signs up with me to get Business by Design. So you not only get an experienced, what I like to call second half soul coach, you get an experienced somebody who started a business late in life with all the doubts, with all the lack of the cluelessness that went along with that. So you get that, and I really get you if you're in that place. So the 3 areas are, who are you going to help? Because you got to know who you're going to help, who you're going to get to help you, because you can't do this alone. You have to do it with somebody else, because you will not grow fast enough if you don't have help. And we don't want to have to spend a lot of money because we haven't made a lot of money yet. So I'll show you how to do that the cheapest way possible. And then the midlife mindset that you need to operate in the way that your business needs you to operate in. And I, of course, have a 4th thing on top of that, and that is additional coaching from me. So first of all, who are you going to help is the most important thing if you're going to grow your business fast. Because what happened to me is that I had an email list when I started from my network marketing business, but it was fitness. And what I decided to do when I started Business by Design didn't line up with that. So my email list didn't have the right people on it. So you want to build an email list with the right people that I say are high quality leads and that will want to buy what you have to offer. And so the best lead magnet, as they call it in the online business lingo, that I came up with was an identity quiz. And I call it my signature quiz because it found me the exact right people, and they self-identified in this quiz where they were. And so I knew exactly where they were, and they knew where they were, and they knew what they needed. And so what happens after you find those right people who take your quiz? Then they're on your email list, and then you can start to email them, and they then see what you are doing, and then you can start to build a relationship with them. So that is the main thing that changed my business. 900% profit margin off my signature quiz. And it's also really fun to do, because when you really know who you're helping, then it's all about, what's going on inside their head. And you can, and to position your offer so that they know it will help them. And so that's what you need to do, is help them make that decision. And it starts with a quiz, a signature quiz, an identity level quiz. And I didn't do it for the longest time. I heard about quizzes, and I didn't do it because I thought it's too complicated. I don't know how to do it. I don't have the time. I was working on all the other things, not realizing if I had done a quiz, that would have moved the needle more than anything else that I did. And so I love the quizzes. And so I'm creating this specifically for James' launch, because I was going to do something else. And James basically gave some advice that I was like, oh yeah. And he said, what will help the people? What will complement? What's something that they don't get in BBD? And you don't get told how to create a quiz in BBD. You get taught about how, you need to collect leads. So yeah, but you can get the wrong leads. You don't want to get the wrong leads. So that was key to me. So I'm going to do not only a course that kind of walks you through step by step, not only how to create your identities, but how to come up with the questions that you need to ask in your quiz, how to select the software you need for the quiz, how to interpret your quiz and the data in your quiz, how to promote your quiz, right? And how to plan the funnel, which, in other words, the funnel is kind of where they come in, and then what's the next step for them after they take your quiz. That's really key, because you want to keep that relationship going. So the next thing that I'm doing is teaching you exactly how to go and get a VA, a virtual assistant, and not only how to find one, rock star, I say, because I found one, and in less than 7 days from when I posted the job to when I started giving him tasks, and he's now full-time with me. And yeah, I hired him for $4 an hour. So if you think you can't afford somebody for $4 an hour, you should not be doing $4 an hour tasks, let me tell you. And so he's amazing. And I want everybody to have a rock star virtual assistant like him. And a lot of people think that's overwhelming. Like, oh, how do I even begin to find that, right? And so I will show you the ad I posted, or the job I posted, the job description. I will show you the key things that you need to do when you're looking for somebody, so you can screen them out before you even get on a phone with them, how to go through the interview, the things to ask them, what to do when you trial them, and then how to manage them. So once you have them, what do you do with them? Like, how do you pay them? How do you track their time? How do you trust them? So all those things, you need to do that, and you need to know how to do that. You need to feel comfortable with that process in order to make your business grow more quickly. And then the other thing is what's up here. You need to get this brain functioning so it helps you. It supports you in this process. And our brain, most of us, when we start this, we're working with a brain that is pre-business owner. It's not the business owner brain we need. So I have a process called the baggage belief busting system. And it's 3 steps to creating and rewiring, renovating, as I call it, those automated negative thoughts that hold us back, that limit us, that keep us in our little comfort zone. And if you watch James' training, he had a great analogy of the sonar screen, that we live in this 3-inch diameter sonar screen. And it was such a great description. I talk about the comfort zone a lot, and the box that we live in, and everything we want is outside that box. And we're so afraid to step outside the box. And he he used the sonar screen with his Sean Connery accent or impression. But yeah, because, you know, in that Hunt for Red October, and he was in the submarine. So it was a really good analogy with like a lot of visual. And so, yeah, I thought, wow, that's what we're doing. We're living inside the sonar screen, and what we want in the business of our dreams requires actions that are outside of that sonar screen. And so that's what my Mindset Mastery workshop. And I also, this is something that I do with my second half Spark School students is there's a personality typing that I take them through, and it's pretty incredible. And you can find out if you're self-actualized or not, and if you're not, you know, what your strengths are and weaknesses are, and how to like rely on your strengths and stop relying on your weaknesses. Because if you're relying on your weaknesses to push through things, then it's going to affect your health. It's going to affect your happiness, and going to affect your fulfillment. So the first thing you want to do is get typed to figure out if you're living in self-denial or self-actualization, and where you are on that. It's so amazing. It's one of the most transformative things that I offer my students. So I wanted, business owners need it. So it's very helpful. And then on top of that, I'm adding on coaching. And so the way the coaching is going to work inside Business by Design is that you get, you know, James has incredible coaches, and he's doing some office hours. He's going to have access. Used to be, he did 6 weeks, and he's doing 8 calls, and he's intermingling his calls with the the coaches in his BBD program, supporting you as well. And so in addition, because a lot of the Business by Design, you know, hands-on stuff happens up front during the course. So the course is like 6 modules. And so you can get through the course in 6 weeks. That's what I did. And then, you know, a lot of times then when the coaching calls stop, although James is adding something on, so they'll extend a little bit past that, but I am giving coaching calls through the end of the year, because this is something that needs support, I believe. And the more you're supported, the better you will be, because as you grow, you're going to have more limiting beliefs, and the coaching calls really help you work through that and help you with progress on that. So I'm not only offering 2 calls or 1 call with me per month for the next 6 months, but I'm also offering an additional call with me and with my ads manager. So when you get into this online business world, ads are key, and you're going to need to run an ad for your quiz. But like I said, a quiz more than pays for itself. So I'll teach you how to do that. And so I will, my ads manager will help you when you create your quiz ad. And so he has lots of experience. We've done 2 quizzes so far, and they've both been super effective. And so we're going to show inside of my quiz, inside of my ads manager, how my quiz is set up and how you can set up your quiz. So yeah, because ads manager, that can take you down a rabbit hole. And so being able to see an example of the ad you want to run and how to set it up and what to do and ask an expert questions, that is super important. So those are the things that I wish I had, and I want you to have when you sign up for Business by Design. So Business by Design has changed my life. And if you have any inkling of, gee, I want to be fulfilled, I want to have the freedom to work when I want, where I want to work from, and I want to make a bigger impact, I want to help people. What you have lived your life for a reason. You have been through what you've been through, the struggles, the lessons, everything that you've been through, the achievements, and that's all meant for a reason. What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that? Are you going to sit on it and be selfish and not share it? Or are you going to package it and help people and teach them and so they can avoid the mistakes that you made and the lessons that you made. And everybody has a different journey. You might think, oh, well, the thing I want to do, other people are doing. No, that you are you and nobody can do you. So even if you have similar knowledge to somebody else, you have the experience of your life. And it's so different, so different. And that is the package you offer to people. So if you want to just go and continue to be working on somebody else's time scale or schedule and on somebody else's mission, on somebody else's dream, then Business by Design isn't for you. But if you have that little nudge and you have that little inkling and you're watching this, then pay attention. So my link is notyouraveragegrandma.com/BBD. So go check it out. The first thing you get when you go to that link is my bonuses. And then when you click through that page, you'll see everything that you get with BBD. And James has taught us to always deliver 10x the value, right? My package is valued at $8,000, just my package alone. James, and it's free, $0. So if you can imagine what James is offering, and you saw his free training, if you saw his free training, Rise of the Digital CEO, and if you haven't seen it, it's going to be up for 4 more days, notyouraveragegrandma.com/rise, RISE. Go there, sign up for the training and watch it. If you're like, oh my gosh, what is this Business by Design thing? I haven't heard about it. It's the first I've heard. You go and watch that, binge watch it. And then go back to my link, notyouraveragegrandma.com/BBD, and get signed up. 4 days. You have 4 days. 4 days. Not 8, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So hope this has helped, but it's a game changer. It's a life changer. I know that a lot of people throw that around, but I am a living example of somebody who signed up 3 months before she turned 60. And by her 60th birthday, had her purpose nailed and was making, and it was a bona fide business. All right. And it wasn't all that complicated. Don't be overthinking it's complicated. I don't know the technology. I don't know this. I don't know that. This is what's stopping you. And this is what's going to help you. So that's what I have for you. And that's why today's a special and an important day. Okay. I'm serious. I'm passionate about this. Can you tell? Very passionate. So now I got to go work it out. Gotta go do a workout and roll my yeah. But yeah, I want this for you. If you're here and you're getting the nudge and the universe led you here, there's a reason. You're supposed to be doing something, and it's waiting for you inside of BBD. All right. Bye.